What up, family? It's your boy SNTV, man. Coming back at y'all with a news update. Make sure that y'all hit that like button, share the video, and subscribe to the channel, man. Getting right into it. We have a very, very disturbing story coming out of Chicago, man. There was 57 decomposed bodies found in the basement of a funeral home.
We continue to follow developments involving a funeral home under investigation. This is at the South Chicago Chapel on 95th and Exchange. Let us warn you, the allegations of what was found inside this place, it's disturbing. And we have to warn you that it's also graphic as well.
Absolutely. So Brittany Tulis live from the funeral home for us, where these allegations are, investigators rather, are once again on the scene. Brittany, this is a wild story. It is a heartbreaking story for the families involved.
It really is. We watched investigators wheel several of people's remains from the funeral home into that vehicle you see parked in front. And it's hard knowing that each person wheeled out was once put into this building with their loved ones, hoping to have them a nice last moments here on Earth. But this investigation, as you said, is very gruesome. It actually started with the license investigation. When investigators got inside, they found over 50 bodies in various states of decomposition. The Chicago Fire Department actually declaring this a hazmat incident. Now, we talked with a woman who lived by this funeral home for a while and just listened to her experience living next door.
I lived there for like a year, so like I could smell it the whole year. It was always like maybe like every few days, like you'd always smell it. I lived here when I was a kid as well. It smelled different when I was younger, but now it's like it's constant. It was always something weird, but like I wasn't sure because like I've never lived, as an adult next to a funeral home.
The medical examiner's office. Now, according to state records, Johanna Morgan, South Chicago Chapel's funeral director and embalmer, has had her license temporarily suspended. This funeral home is right on East 95th and Exchange. The State Financial and Professional Regulation Department deeming the funeral home a danger to public safety, interest, and welfare. The Cook County Medical Examiner saying the team found over 50 remains inside. State records allege some remains kept unrefrigerated in deplorable conditions infested with rodents and maggots. Now, these remains were sent here for funeral services. This funeral home is where family of 10-year-old Montana Weathers had his funeral services. The little boy was shot and killed in Gary, Indiana over 4th of July weekend. Montana's dad claims they still haven't received the boy's ashes. His uncle, Raymond Delgado, also shot that weekend, passed from his injuries weeks later. His services were planned for here today, but right now that's an unknown. Another woman who is also planning her husband's services here at South Chicago Chapel says his remains never showed up.
They supposed to brought the body to the church, but no show. They never came with the body or anything like that, so we all waited, and then we tried to call the peoples. They wouldn't answer the phone. They answered at first, but they stopped answering. So we don't know really what's going on. We're trying to get answers ourselves.
And that minivan you're looking at there, that maroon minivan, one of the vehicles we've seen remains being wheeled into and being removed from the premises here. The next steps right now are the Cook County Medical Examiner working on identifying the people inside, finding their paperwork, their documentation, their death certificates, and then notifying family members. Because again, these people were sent here for funeral services. They were sent here to be prepared to say goodbye to their families and then have their final resting place. But now they're being taken to the Cook County Medical Examiner's office to hopefully try and be identified, for families to have to go through this just painful process all over again, guys.
It's so sad. And Brittany, we were chit-chatting, and I mean, not only do they have this painful grieving process, but also, I mean, funeral services and these processes are not cheap. Like, people are paying a lot of money as well.
Yeah, funeral services are not cheap. I actually looked up the prices here at South Chicago Chapel. Their services range from $700 for basic cremation to $3,700 and $3,750 actually for their full service. And I just did some simple math here with about 50 remains found in there with just that basic $700 package. That's about $35,000 total for the funeral home here. So just to give you an idea of how much it costs to say goodbye to your loved ones here. It's not a cheap business, the funeral business. I've had to plan my father's funeral, and it is not cheap, and you're not in the place either to question numbers when they're given to you because you're just distraught and saying goodbye to a loved one. So this is just a pretty wild story. The investigation is still ongoing, and we'll be here throughout the morning to keep tabs on it, guys.
Yeah, you can only trust that the service or the company you go through is doing the right thing, doing their job.
Now, of course, you know, I say this damn near every day. I find myself saying this damn near every day. There is no limit to the shock value of the things that you may see coming out of the city of Chicago. Like, some of the stories are like, motherfucker, for what? This one right here, I mean, we seen the story the other day. But this one right here, it's like, it's up there. 57 bodies. That's 57 families, if not at least 40 families, that didn't have a funeral, probably didn't know where their loved one's body was. Like, there's no way that you could tell me that those 57 people, that all of them were just thrown away to the point to where their bodies were rotting in a basement of a funeral home unnoticed for who knows how long. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the city of Chicago is there right now trying to identify who these people are, if they have any next of kin and things of that nature. Now, this lady, Johanna Morgan, her license was suspended. And they said temporarily suspended. And I'm trying to figure out, how the hell have they, like, license temporarily suspended? At this point, she shouldn't even have no license no more. She don't need no license. Because what y'all got going on over there? Now, there's a lot of talk, and there's been a lot of talk when it comes to the city of Chicago and organ harvesting. So my question is, how is it that all of these bodies are just in a basement of a funeral home? Like, I don't know. That's weird to me. They could have been cremated. They could have been out of the way, but they just left in the basement of a funeral home. And these people still conducting funerals. So you got one level people, they conducting funerals, and on another level, bodies are in the basement. The people under the stairs type shit. People that live in the area and that frequent the area, they say that there's been a stench for a while now, but they thought it was sewer. But if you know anything, if you ever smelt a dead body, you know that stench is undeniable. That stench is so bad, there's no way that you could possibly ignore it. So when you multiply that times 57, you have an ungodly stench that will take a hold. Everybody in the city will damn near smell that. So I'm thinking that not only were these bodies in the basement decaying, I'm thinking that some type of agent was applied to these bodies. Maybe embalming fluid. I doubt if it was lye, anything like that. But they had to have something on these bodies, or they have to have injected these bodies with something that will cover that smell. Because the smell of a dead body is like no smell that you ever smelled. And you could damn near smell one dead body for miles. And the fact that the people said, well, we smelled something, but no. I'm telling you, 57 bodies, you wouldn't have been able to walk. They wouldn't have been able to walk in there. So, you know, this situation is weird, man. On some, like I said, some evil shit. I don't know what's going on in the city of Chicago, but I don't know, some Resident Evil shit going on. And my biggest problem with this whole situation is the fact that they're not even talking about filing criminal charges against her. Because I don't necessarily know what charges apply right here, but damn. But it is what it is, man. I just thought that was absolutely crazy, man. Y'all got to get y'all shit together in Chicago. This is crazy. In other news, Fullychop has been making songs and he's been getting better. He's 110% better since when he first started. He's doing a lot of dissing. So in this new song that he has with Von off 1700, I don't know if he's just kind of following Von and grabbing Von's coattail through this shit, or it's some type of real smoke with THF, but he just dissed THF. Now, the reason why I'm bringing up him dissing THF is because THF ain't like them other sets. You know what I'm saying? The 9-5 mobs and these sets that these risky road shorties, and THF is a lot older. You know what I'm saying? I think the younger set is like the younger sets of THF, you know, they got different names, Gucci Gang and all of these people. You know what I'm saying? But they identify with up under the THF umbrella. But Fullychop is dissing 4-6, which is an older OG set, known for, you know, basically being one of the more popular sets when it comes to the BDs. Not only that, you know, Dirk, THF Basil and Dirk was real close. And then, you know, they famous also for beefing with 051. Why Fullychop is dissing them, I don't know. But I will say this. That belt get very interesting. Like, there are certain levels to this shit. These guys really know how to go kill and they really know how to hunt. And they will let some shit, like, they will let this shit go pass for a while. But when they catch you, you caught. And normally when THF catch somebody, you don't live to talk about it. So why he would be dissing them, I don't know. I guess because of Von's situation, you know. And when I say THF, I'm talking about THF 44 and THF 46. They are a very dangerous set. Real talk. So man, hey man, be careful out there. Be careful out there, bro, because you're now entering a different arena when it comes to these guys, man. Straight up. I just thought that you should know that. You know, you're doing good. Your career is going up. I hate for it to end right here. Real talk. Y'all know what I like to say. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies and try not to get your dumb ass slimed out. It's your boy SNTV. Come on.
Get that shit up, nigga. Get that shit up. Come on, man. Get that shit up, nigga.
Don't do this. Listen, man. I ain't really got no money on me right now. But listen, I got 2 fat bitches and a white girl in rehab. I can get you what you need.
Man, I don't want no motherfucking fat bitches or no white boy in rehab, and I don't want your motherfucking money, nigga. Take your phone out your pocket and unlock it. Hurry up, nigga.
Okay.
Playing down to y'all. Nigga, go to your pictures. Matter of fact, go to the camera.
My boys, don't put you.
Man, go to the fucking camera, nigga. What you talking about? Some of that clout you got, nigga.
Oh.
You heard what the fuck I said. You taking too long,
Here you
nigga.
go right here.
Fuck, you trying to call the police? Alright.
No.
Snap up, nigga. Tell him to snap up. Tell him to snap up, nigga. Stop playing with me. Hold on. One second. Let me get right. Alright, take the picture, nigga. Alright.
Now, y'all know SNTV loves some free cash, so I had to try this. And the good thing about it is, you could be in the bed, you could be at work, hell, you could be on the toilet and make money. Why not? Gas is high as hell out here, y'all. Get up to it. Either hit this QR code right here or click the link in the description.